My co-host is just being really argumentative about being on camera. Excuse me, sir, you're the one who elected to be here. Sir, can I help you? Sir? Hi guys, welcome to the Aegis Comics of Alaska live Comic Saturday. Coming to you with Loki here. You don't have to look terrified. Oh my goodness. This boy wanted to be up in the chair. Now he just doesn't know what to do with himself. Do you have something to say? This is what happened. He's like a toddler. All right. You tell everyone hi, because then you got to go. Say what's up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, you guys, talk about a 24 hours. Let me tell you. Goodness gracious. I don't even really know where to start with it. I don't know. Oh, the ouch. That's about a sports thing. I don't even know what that's about. But welcome, you guys. Welcome to Saturday. Thank you for coming to hang out with us on our YouTube show. We have, some stuff to talk about. Kevin's going to be joining us from the shop here shortly. We're going to be doing a giveaway because that's what we do. And we're just really excited that everyone is here to hang out with us. Doug, hi. Lord Chucks, what's up? Oh, hi, Roger. We love you too. Wiki Fodder. All the names are on. Austin, thanks for the kisses today. Don't tell my husband, it's fine. Let's see. Lon's in here. Trying to see all the names, and apparently I might need glasses because that stuff's kind of far away and it's harder to see. And Lou's over there on the computer. You guys can't see him on screen because this one took his seat. So apparently Loki decided he needed to be a part of the show tonight. So he's just this stuff is good. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a really good week. I hope everyone had a lot of fun. If you were involved in 3 Men in a Basement's live last night with Shortbox, that was really super awesome. Oh, Lords of the Long Box. TiVo, what's up, my boy? Get your eyes ripped out by a what?
By an eagle.
By an eagle? That's just a typical Tuesday night in Alaska, if we're being really honest. Let's just say what we need to say. In 24 hours, the amount of love and immense support that we have received in 24 hours is nothing short of restoring one's faith in just everything. And I am beside myself. It takes a lot as shop owners to have to finally call that audible and say, hey, you know what, we need a little bit of help. And it's funny because, Lou and I, when we're in the position to do so, we're always the first ones to help when we can. And it's funny when that table is turned and you're now the one that has to ask for help. It is definitely not an easy thing to do. But I will do anything I have to do to save our shop. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has shared our GoFundMe. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to that GoFundMe and all the things that everyone has been doing and all the wonderful messages that we have received. We are blessed. And I know for a fact that God has a plan for us. I'm not trying to get churchy on everyone, but Lou and I are very blessed, and we know that, and we are very thankful for that. So just thank you to everyone for everything that you have done. You guys, in 24 hours of launching that GoFundMe, we are over halfway to our goal. So that's pretty awesome. You got to argue with my co-host here, dude. Good luck.
All right, you can sit on my lap.
Yeah, he can just sit on your lap for this. It's being very needy today. Let's see how this goes.
Man, you're not as light as you used to be, boy.
Neither am I. So I feel that. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, how we got here, unfortunately, was just, we let a lot of people know, we've been very transparent. The shop, we opened up the shop in the midst of COVID.
Yeah, 9 months. COVID happened 9 months after we opened.
After we opened the shop. So that forced closures, all the stuff that you see in the news about the assistance that shops received and stuff, we weren't eligible because if you were a brand new business, you fell in the loophole.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't show loss because you were a new business, so there was no records to show whether you
and as a new business from 2019 to 2020, from just starting out to people starting to find us, it wasn't like a loss, but it wasn't the gain that we were needing to see. So I don't think we can get super chats, can we?
No, we're not eligible.
Yeah, we're
for
not
super
eligible
chats
for super chat. So GoFundMe is the thing. And if anyone is not wanting to do the GoFundMe, because as a lot of people have messaged me who have said, I don't want to contribute to that because of the cut that GoFundMe takes, they've asked for our Venmo. I'm happy to share you guys what our Venmo is for the shop. It's Aegis Comics Alaska. It's pretty easy to find on there.
And our profile photo is our photo.
Yeah,
photo
you can't miss us on there.
Yeah.
So, okay, TiVo. Wow. Okay. So here's the deal. Let's just call it what it is. I'm going to end up crying at some point in time in this podcast or this YouTube show today, especially after some stuff that happened at the shop today. So I just want to forewarn everyone now, I'm probably going to cry. I already cried at the shop earlier, and
we did a comic swap today. So let me continue. So we had the COVID, and then after that, there was the supply chain. There was Diamond Comics with the online pull box, which sabotaged a lot of shops. We're not the only shop that fell victim to it, because essentially
we are still getting stuff from them.
Yeah. So no, that's not true.
Oh, I thought you said that we were still getting notifications.
Email. We're getting notifications.
Email. I'm sorry, email notifications, not like stuff from Penguin. We don't get anything from Penguin.
No, we don't get anything from Penguin.
Yeah.
So what happens is, the way the industry works for shops is, and I can't be like other shops that just blame the customers, because that's not right. Here's the fact: you come to the shop and you're interested in a new Batman title, the I Am Batman. One would suspect that those comic book runs go for like 50 issues. Mm-hmm. So then you tell our staff that you want that book. So we order the series. Orders in the system, whether it be Lunar, Diamond, Penguin, whatever, those orders are 2 to 6 months in advance before even release. Well, either somebody does an honest review of the book because they have behind the scenes access to the book, through maybe Whatnot Publishing or whatever. There's all kinds of scenarios, right? Or just because you're embedded in the scene, you get access to the book before anybody else. You do a review and the book sucks. The writing sucks, whatever. We have a lot of customers that subscribe to a lot of the channels out here that do honest reporting. Before I complete what I'm saying, I'm not blaming those channels. Those channels are just putting out accurate information.
Absolutely.
The industry is not designed for that type of honesty, because what happens is now customer comes in and says, look, Lou, Amy, I love you guys, but there's no way that I'm spending my limited income on a series that sucks. Yeah. So I'm canceling that series. At this point, the pre-orders have been made. Yep. There's nothing we can do about it. The books are coming one way or the other.
Right.
It's typically the way the system's designed. It's too late to make a cancellation.
Yep.
So FOC's out the window. So we can't cancel the book, 2 weeks before release anymore.
Throw it on the racks, hope for the best that maybe
You throw
somebody
it on the
else
racks,
likes
hope for the
it.
best, and maybe somebody else likes it. But then you're losing money on those books. So now, on top of that, we got into the cards and gaming. So, and we do that at JBear.
Reposition.
For it. Yeah, I got here we go. So at JBear, we did the gaming. So we're doing gaming tournaments thanks to Olivia, thanks to our active duty and reserves over on JBear. We're doing the Magic and the Pokemon. Mm-hmm. The shipping for that stuff is astronomical for us. So let's say right now our average shipping cost is $150 through Span Alaska, which is who ships up our stuff, and they ship it up via barge. It's the cheapest way to go. Unfortunately, the way that industry is designed is that unless you are registered with Wizard or with Pokemon as a certified tournament hosting shop, you're not eligible for large orders. So you're only eligible for the orders that the minimal orders that a new shop would qualify for. So in some cases, a release comes out and I can only get one box.
Yep.
That, let's say the box cost me $150 and now my shipping is $150.
Yep.
It's not worthwhile.
There goes your profit.
You lose all your profit. Mm-hmm. And that's just the cost of doing business. The fact that the supply chain has charged more because of gas prices, weather, and then couple that with, we should have had our best sales in December for the holiday sales.
Yep.
That's the time where shops that are in trouble get to pull themselves out of a tailspin. And unfortunately, we had back-to-back storms that shut down our entire area.
Mother Nature went full drunk uncle. Full drunk uncle. Like
yes.
4 feet of snow. Then turned around and it got like sub-zero, like 20 below. Mm-hmm. Then we turned around and had a windstorm. And not just a windstorm, but a windstorm after 4.5 feet of snow. I had to get a loader to clear my driveway because our snowdrift was 4.5 feet high. You can't plow through that and all of these things. And not to mention a recession, cost of goods are up. I don't know if it's happening in the rest of the world, but in Alaska right now, if you have eggs, you essentially have like a kilo of cocaine because eggs are non-existent. Can't even find them. Like, you might as well be being Al Pacino, sitting with all that stuff in front of you if you have eggs, because that is a thing right now. And a dozen eggs went up from usually being like $2.50. That's like $7 for a dozen of eggs right now. So I get it. And people you have to get your necessities. And to go back to the weather during the holidays, I don't blame anyone for not being out shopping. We were literally stuck at our house for 4 days. We couldn't even leave if we wanted to because of the weather. Our main road to get us down to the street to get to the town was closed for almost a week. So it was a cascade of events, things that we were really hoping for that didn't happen. One of the really good things that was able to happen was before the storms got really bad, we were able to give gifts to people that weren't able to afford. I don't know if you guys saw our videos on that, but Mike Provo spent quite a bit of money at our shop, turned around and had us wrap them so that we could give them away. All of those gifts were given. And so Lou and I went back and did it a second time, and almost all of those gifts were able to be given to people that weren't able to afford gifts for their family. And that, to me, was one of the best things that we could have done, because I know that it helped people. As a shop owner, your main goal is to make enough to pay your bills, and maybe at some point, one day we'll pay ourselves. Who knows? But to be able to give back. That's something that Lou and I have always really wanted to do. We wanted our shop to always be a safe place for anyone to show up at. We never wanted anyone to feel judged when they came in. We wanted them to be able to come in and just have a really good time. And that is what we've really just tried to do at the shop. Sadly, just with the way the world is right now, times are tough. What I want to offer promotion chapters for blah blah blah.
Man,
I was like, and that seemed like a little too much.
Yeah.
Doghype.com.
Yeah, not the time, brother. Not the time.
I mean, I got a cute dog, but not the time.
Not the time. All right. So one of the comments was if we combined our orders with MJ's or with Game Theory, that's definitely an option. The problem is that it's just this industry can be punishing when it comes to those orders, because if you have a customer that decides to abandon an order, or try to pit us against, what essentially would be our competitor, it can cause some issues.
Well,
right?
and it's not like it shows up if we ordered together with them, where they would be like, well, here's your order. This is for you'd have to go through and.
No. Let me explain, because it's different. I understand what you're saying. So we have done that before with like our BCW orders and stuff, but those are all low risk shipments. When you start getting into this kind of stuff, the bottom line is comic book shops truly aren't designed to make anyone rich. There might be a dozen people in the industry that are millionaires from owning a comic book shop.
Right.
It is extremely rare. The comic book shops are community. That's what they are. And we got to see that today. You don't start a comic book shop to be rich. That's never happening.
No.
You start a comic book shop because you want an option to help your community and to provide a safe place where you can have like-minded people in that hobby show up. Obviously, when I say like-minded, I mean just about the hobby, because you're never going to get anyone to agree on DC versus Marvel, or you get the one guy that's hardcore, the one person that's hardcore indies. You can't.
You're never going to get that.
But you have a safe place where people can actually have those conversations, and where people show up on Wednesdays. And today, for the comic swap, we had people show up from all different walks of life. Today we had a
comic swap today.
Yeah, we had so we had a bunch of guys bring in their collections from throughout the Matsu Valley. And, of course, the other thing, too, is we're just trying to get the word out about the shop. That's why we're doing events now. Events seem to be the only thing that really hold a shop together, because events are what bring people to any business up here, because there's nothing to do otherwise.
No, there's especially in the winter. There's just really, unless you're really into like winter sports, there's nothing.
So that's why we have like our art nights and our art classes that we're going to be doing with Mike Provo. We're doing things proactively to make sure. And if you want to put something, you just press that button there.
I wanted this one. So I was like, Bridger, just to answer your question, I missed it.
Bridger?
Where did Bridger's go? There it is. So it was, besides money, what else are we doing to make the business better? And we're doing events. Whereas the events, especially today, like a comic book swap, those were for the vendors that came in. That is something that just helps our shop be better, because it helps people know that we're there that may not have been there. Next week, we're doing 2 different paint nights. Both on Saturday, we're doing like a younger themed one in the afternoon. Then we're doing kind of like a date night, not adult theme. It's not like we're gonna like be painting anything inappropriate, but it's more like the adult theme, be able to hang out. Kids aren't, gonna be at that one. So that way you can kind of have like that night out with your spouse. And especially we were really thinking about it, like, for instance, me and you, I never knew anything about comics until you brought me into this. And if you went, hey babe, I want to go to a paint night. It's going to be at this comic book shop. We can do a paint night together. that's going to bring me to go there with you because it's something that I enjoy with something you enjoy. So we're really trying to bridge that gap where we have, all of those things. So that's what we're trying to do. Our goal is to do more events this year to make sure that we get more exposure and so that people know that we're there. Yeah, we'll do a Deja Thor's painting.
Oh yeah.
That would be
well.
fun.
The big thing is educating people that we exist. Clearly, we're not doing enough. The population in our area is 107,000. We're the only comic book shop servicing a population of 107,000 people.
Yeah, the next nearest shop is an hour away.
I bet you maybe 10% of the population know that we exist right now.
Yeah, maybe. I would say more of like 5 to 8%.
Yeah, maybe 5 to 8% of the population even knows we exist. So spreading the word, letting people know that we actually, there's a comic book shop in town.
Yeah.
We have, we're working on an after school program. We're doing everything we can to get people in the shop. In hindsight, the new books bring people to the shop, but the new books do not make us any money. The new books, after about 7 days, are essentially a back issue.
Yep. After 7 days, the lackluster is done.
It's done. It's a back issue.
Yep.
And that's every shop.
Yeah. And it's hard because everyone wants us to have everything in the shop. And that is really this really fine line that we are constantly teetering on of having books available. Everyone wants us to have a little bit of everything, but yeah, I'm probably not going to buy that one. But it's nice that you have it here. No, I need it to be here so that someone's going to want to buy it. Because having just a bunch of stock on my wall, whereas it looks good for a picture, that does nothing for our financial situation, which is where we currently, it was just a series of a lot of events. And, as a business owner, you're constantly learning, you're constantly, figuring things out. There's all sorts of stuff that, that when you're looking at as a business owner, there's so many different things. You have to have internet so that your sales can go through and the lights, and then you have to make sure that you're marketing, and then you have to make sure that, our first and foremost, we make sure our employees are paid, and then we go to like distributors, and then there's rent, and then there's this, and then there's that, and then everyone wants us to get all this stock in, but then do they buy it or not? And so it's one of those things. It's a constant like tightrope that you're walking, and you want to teeter on the right, like trying to find that middle spot. So
I was getting ready to shut the shop down.
Yep.
I was getting ready to shut the shop down and just call it quits, call it good, and walk away from it. And every time I go to shut the shop down, somebody in the community encourages me not to because of how the shop has influenced them. We had a young kid come in today with his dad, and the kid handed me $100 cash and said, "Don't shut down the shop."
Yeah. He was my kind of energy because he also followed it up with, and the dad stopped him. He was like, "I'm going to find everyone that doesn't shop here, and and the dad was like, whoa. But I was like, I like your energy, kid.
This young kid, he had to be, maybe 12?
12 or 13.
12 or 13, handed us $100 cash.
And then the dad told us, he said, we don't often get to buy stuff when we come in here. He goes, but my son loves coming in here because he's treated so wonderfully every time he comes in. The kid had on a spectrum of some sort, but he was absolutely the most wonderful child. And he was so happy to bring that money to us. And you guys, I cannot tell you, the second I realized what was going on, I burst into tears. Absolute tears. This kid brought what he had to give to us so that we can save the shop. So it is not lost on us in any way, shape, or form.
It's community. So people ask, well, what happened with the Patreon? Well, I just gave the entire Patreon to one of our staff members because their vehicle basically got tore up while they were trying to drive to the shop to open the shop up to keep the shop open.
Yeah.
I can't expect my employees, my staff to. We got to do something, right? We got to help them somehow, and that's thanks to you guys. That's that's what we do with our stuff. That's what we do with the money. We're obviously we're paying the rent now and catching up for the losses that we took, especially in December. Man, we got annihilated. But I will say that the showing that we've been receiving from this community and YouTube and our local community, the kids and adults, we had an adult come in today. It was the same thing. Lou, this place is community. Don't shut it down. Don't shut it down. Mm-hmm. You got to keep it open, and so we're just finding creative ways to keep it open where we're not having to ask for help all the time.
Definitely not an easy thing to do.
Even if we receive the full our goal, that's not going to get us out of the woods.
No,
we need a lot.
Gets
more
us
than
out of
that.
the thicket, but we're not out of the woods.
We're not out of the woods, and we're hoping that people just continue to come through and take a look at this hobby the way all of you have and appreciate it for what it is.
Our goal at that shop is to have an all-inclusive place for everyone to come and enjoy. And it's something that we still want to do. We've prided ourselves on that. We've prided ourselves on it being something that everyone can come and have a joyful experience.
There is no business like a comic book shop. Mm-mm. The comic book shop, any sane business person would walk away and never ever open up a comic book shop.
And
ever.
I get it why we watched those other documentaries where they were like, don't do it.
Don't do it. One of the sayings was, how do you make $1 million at a comic book shop? Spend $2 million.
And that they're not wrong.
And so they're not wrong, but yet all those people still stay with it because you end up with a new family.
So much new family.
Everybody that was at that swap today is somebody that we have some form of relationship with.
Yeah, and all of them asking, what can we do?
Yeah.
And that was
awesome. That was
insane. We had people saying, hey, I've been thinking about this and I wanted to pitch this idea to you guys. And hey, what else can we do? We may not be able to help monetarily, but we're trying to come up with this idea and we'll come help you get this idea into fruition. And it's one of those really humbling things. Like when you give and you give, because we try to give a lot back. Like we've probably given as much away as we've sold, if I'm being honest. But those are the things that make us happy, and we're happy to do it. But to be in a position where it took a lot for Lou and I, and if you hear snoring, it's the dog. If it took a lot for Lou and I to have to sit down and go, we're out of options. We have to do a GoFundMe. There's just nothing else. We've exhausted all of our own resources, this, that, and the other. And within 24 hours, we are over halfway to what our goal is. So Thank you.
Thank you guys for that.
Truly, honestly, thank you.
So here we go. With the giveaway now. So
let's just keep it going with the giveaway. Let's bring Kevin.
On Kevin.
Kevin!
What up?
What up?
Thought I was loose tongue. Also not wrong.
Also not wrong. So, Kevin.
Kevin, how did today go? How did the swap go? Give us your reaction.
Excellent, man. I thought we had a steady flow of customers all day long. The shop, the vendors made money. The shop made money today. it just felt like one of those good days at the shop, man. Everybody was in there. We had the games on TV. Football was on TV. Everybody was hanging out, having a good time, man. Josh had Super Smash Brothers set up. They were.
That's so awesome.
It was fun, man. It was everybody was talking comics, talking nerd stuff, trading, selling, and it was a good day, man. It was the first one of the year. Huge success in my opinion, man. It was a real good day.
Awesome to see everyone there when we got there. Like, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a good day, man. It was a good turnout. A lot of cool books, man. It was one of those where, I'm like, well, it's not going to hurt to look around, and then I'm
famous last words.
Other stuff, but yeah, it was a good day, man. It was a fun day for sure.
I'm glad. Thank you for getting all that set up and doing all that today. We appreciate you a lot.
For sure.
Yeah, so we got a giveaway. What's going on with that, Kevin?
Oh,
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He didn't bring the book.
No.
Ah! Can I send you some of my exclusives to seller giveaway if you want?
Oh my God.
I mean, if you want to, I would not say no to that. Thank you so much for that. Oh well.
Oh yeah, that's right. The guys had
they had the game on.
The guys had the game on.
Yeah.
But here, let's bring on Kevin for the giveaway.
The giveaway.
Right. So this Mike Provo.
Look at that. Hang on. Let's highlight highlight that guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brought this in. Said do a giveaway. Do what you want with it. So I figured we would give it away here. Do a drawing today after the comic swap. Let everybody have time to get their ticket in. And I guess now we will find out.
Let's do it. Let's give some shit away.
Mm-hmm.
Can't look or else it's cheating. Here we go.
Yeah.
And the winner is Brian Coleman. I know exactly who that is.
Oh, nice. Congratulations,
Yeah, Brian.
Yay.
All right.
Brian Coleman. I will put this in your pull box now if you're watching. And it will be waiting for you next time you come in. Congratulations. The big winner.
The big winner. Show that book one more time, because that's a really cool book. Mm-hmm. Man, Mike Provo, he is something else. That's Vanna White of you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So just a reminder that Mike is going to be there next Saturday. Kevin bringing his A game, all of us bringing our A game next Saturday. We've got several events going on. Mm-hmm. We've got Mike Provo will be teaching an art class.
It's like a beginner art class in the afternoon.
Beginner art class. So that is going to be from 1 to 2. I think it's
3?
Is that 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 for that art class, Kevin? I can't remember.
I thought it was a couple hours. I think
it's a 2-hour class.
1.
It's a 2-hour class. Yeah. We still have plenty of seats for that. So people, you want to come through. It's open from ages 10 and up, and it's essentially a paint by numbers. It's $25 per person. All supplies are provided.
Yep.
And
just got to come show up and have fun.
Mike will be teaching you how to. There'll be a couple of choices you have for. It's like any other paint night type thing.
Yeah.
And then, except that it's hours, so I guess it's different. And then that same day, for the first time ever, we're going to try out a retro gaming event. We're going to be teaming up with Alaska Gaming Brokers, and these guys, they build their own retro games, and they stream live, and they're going to be streaming live from the shop, and we're hoping that it turns into a larger event. We'll have our goal is to have monitors available, and where or at least a space where guys could bring their own monitors and bring their own consoles, their gaming consoles, and we could get it on.
I'm about the retro gaming life. That is my jam. Give me some Donkey Kong, that Mario Brothers, the old school Sonic. I need A, B, up, down, left, right. That's my world when it comes to gaming. Y'all with your controllers now that vibrate, have buttons, and you have to look around. No. Give me 2D. Give me Mario Brothers or Donkey Kong. I will destroy. Or we could even go, what was that, Contra? I love some Contra.
Oh, really?
Ooh, yeah.
That just caught me off guard.
Yeah, I used to be badass with some Contra.
Really?
Yeah, did I get brownie points right there? What's
Yeah,
that?
I'm
that?
actually, yeah.
You like that? Yeah, you like that.
The retro gaming, and then that night, Saturday night, from 7 to 9 p.m. next Saturday night, we will have our first date night event. It's a date.
So excited for this
date
one.
and paint. Mike Provo.
Like not each other. We're gonna do it on a canvas.
We're gonna have some people speculate we'll be doing body paint.
No. Virginia did offer though.
Yeah.
She did offer her as a canvas, which I love.
But we will have the date night next Saturday at the shop. That one includes refreshments, some snacks, and a time for you and your significant other to show up. And
which I think is really perfect, because the way I was talking about it with people was, when we started the shop, I had no idea what it was with comics or anything. And if we would never have started the shop and you're like, oh, here's a great date night idea. It's something you love. And it's something that I want to go to. Because let me rephrase this. I like going to paint nights. My paint nights are never pretty. They look like shit. But I love going and having the good time and the time with friends and being able to talk and laugh and just, not be home. Like, be out for the night. Get the sitter. All those things. And so to be able to go and do that, I think that will really help for people that maybe their spouse has no idea what comics is, but hey, I can go do a paint night. Like, how fun, and what a great way to merge those two things together. I'm really hoping that people will like it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, my painting's not going to look pretty, but I'm going to try.
So we're looking forward to those events next Saturday, and then the following Saturday is going to be a cosplay workshop that we're going to have, I think at 1 p.m. Not next Saturday, Saturday after that. And we've already scheduled that with Brandon, Green Ranger there, so he'll be there. Kevin will be at all that crazy stuff, so you'll get for those of you that haven't met Kevin before, you'll get to meet Kevin there. Kevin,
can you do the Superman suit you did out of tape again? I feel like that would be appropriate for the cosplay workshop.
Discount cosplay. We'll bring out Kevin.
Yeah, the Walmart cosplay.
So, putting you on the spot here, Kevin, what does the shop mean to you and to your family?
Oh, man, you're about to get me. A lot, man. I love this place, man. It was the first shop I got to take my son to. And just the fun that I had here, man, before I even started working here, the fun that I had here, the way you guys treated everybody, man, it was welcoming. You knew it was a safe place to hang out. It was a fun place to hang out. I knew my kid could go in there and just everything was going to be fine. This place means a lot to me, man. And to see how much it means to everybody else as well is overwhelming, honestly, man. I did not expect that much of the GoFundMe to have been met already. Like, that was outrageous. It was at our first con that we had. I think I was talking to Otto, and we were talking about how this community, the comic book community, there's no competition here, man. Everybody loves everybody. Everybody wants to see everybody succeed and grow. Nobody wants to see anybody else fail, man. And I feel that right now, man. Like, thank you guys so much, everybody that donated to this, man. It means more than you know. like I said, man, it's not just my job. It was never just a comic shop to me. It was always so much more. And it means a lot that you guys want to see it keep going just as bad as I do. So thank you.
Well, Kevin, you have truly become our family. Like, you look, I'm an octopus on your face. You can't get rid of me. You are part of our family forever. And we are lucky and blessed that we have you, and for all of your hard work. And I hope you know, and everyone in here, if you don't have a Kevin at your shop, then you are missing out, because we wouldn't have what we have today if it wasn't without you. So we appreciate you more than you know, and I should be telling you that every single day. And if I don't tell you every day, just know I'm thinking it every single day.
Gotcha. Thank you, guys.
For those of you that are interested in supporting the shop, if you look in the description, we have 2 links available in the description for you. And we know that it's hard times for people, so we don't expect a penny from anyone. Just your support and you sharing, and swinging by and just saying hello. That's more than enough. I mean, I don't expect people to waste money at something that they're not into. But if there's something that we have at the shop that might help you or brighten your day or something else, please feel free to come by the shop. We do everything we can to make you all feel welcome. We hope that we've done a good job in being ambassadors for this niche, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think there's way more good that happens in this community than anything else. Otherwise, I wouldn't be involved in it. I would have given up and walked away from it a long time ago.
For someone who
never
knew,
met Kevin, we would have never met Olivia. We would have never met
all of these people.
All these people that are in our lives. 3 Men in the Basement, Spine Ticks,
TiVo,
Nemesis,
Lords of the Long Box, Pressable Defects,
Jesus.
all of you guys, Reggie Collects, and you guys, for someone who knew,
Doug Bratton, all you guys, man.
I knew nothing about comics when we opened this shop. Literally had never read a comic book in my life. And one of the things I hold most dear in my life now is the comic book community, because the amount of love and the amount of friends who are now family and friends beyond that I have come into contact, some of which I have never met you in person, and you message me regularly. I am blown away with the community and the love that this community itself shows everyone all the time. And so the fact that so many people have been rooting for us, supporting us, and donated or shared or whatever it is, just even sending us a, hey, I don't have much, but you know what, I just wanted to tell you, you got this, we're pulling for you. That means more than anyone will ever know. And Lou and I aren't done fighting. We're not going down without a fight. Like, if anyone knows us, we ain't going down without a fight. Like, I'll cut a bitch. Like, what? That's just what it is. But thank you. Truly, honestly, just thank you. So.
All right, guys. Well,
just leave it at that.
As we get
We're
ready
gonna
for
go hang out with Spine Ticks.
We want to thank everyone again for all your support. And Kevin, thank you.
Thank you.
Olivia, if you're watching, Alexis, Wanye, if you're watching, JC, Angela, if you're watching, thank
Angela,
you so much.
We miss Angela.
Yeah,
we love her, but we miss her, and I'm so excited for Adventures. But we are blessed. We are over blessed, and we know it. And you guys remind us of that every day. So thank you.
Oh, and I apologize for forgetting the W-2s. They'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, and
I forgot all about it. I had them in my bag there, and I'll drop them off tomorrow. But guys, thank you so much.
So much. Thank you. Before I turn into a blubbering mess, we'll just go ahead and end this here. We love you. Thank you. We will be back next week, and we will have an update. Our show is probably going to be a little weird because it'll be right before the paint night, but we'll get something out. and just thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you isn't the right word, but it's the only one I know because I'm a basic white bitch and I only know one language. So we love you.
All right. Take care, guys.